Hey guys, this is Manak from Civil Center and welcome to our channel. Today we'll prepare some new content for the Tekla Structural Designer, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, you can check out our channel, subscribe to it and check out the various videos on softwares related to civil engineering. So we'll start a new this particular file here, and if you don't know what is the use of Tekla Structural Designer, it is basically design software, structural analysis and design software which is used for designing buildings, and it has various codes incorporated in it. You can just check these codes here, and these are the codes in which by which you can design the buildings in the Tekla Structural Designer software. So basically, first of all, we'll need to create some construction levels, that is the levels by which we want to design this particular building. So we'll go to the construction levels and define our, go to insert, we're going to define our foundation level, and the spacing we have in our hand. Let's give it, this is minus 1.5 meters. So this is in our hand, and we'll insert level above it, and we'll give a spacing of 3 meters, and all the levels above will just do as a top of steel, or if you want the steel structures, and SSL if you are going with a composite structure. SSL means structural slab level. You go to slab thickness of 100 mm, which is assumed, and then insert above. So basically this is G+1 structure right now, and I'm going to click on OK. So we have created a G+1 structure here, and basically we're going to insert the grid lines and then design it. So first of all, I'm going to work on the levels here. If you go to the structure window, you'll have this levels which we have created here. So I'm going to go to the plinth level or the structure base level, and I'm going to create the frames. So here you can import the DXF file, or you have the various options for creating the grids. So you have this sector grid option, rectangular grid option. So using that you can create these grids. So I'm going to go with rectangular grids right now, and these grids will be in all the levels. Next, and then we can select the number of your particular rows or your columns which you want. So let's give 4 meter length, and let's give let's say 2, and then next, and then also 2, also 4 meter length, and we can do like this, and then click on next, finish. So we are having this particular grids here. So we'll design structure. So we can design RCC as well as steel in this. Timber we can't design properly in all the codes. We need the Tekla TED's help for that. So first of all, let's insert some steel columns here. So we're just taking a column here, and steel column, you can define the section here. If you want to go with this rolled sections, and go with a circular section, and a circular section of, let's say, I'm going to go with 200 H1, and just create these circular sections here like this. You can assign them. Go to check in the structure 3D the columns, circular columns. So in the plinth level, we're going to create a floor here. So we'll use concrete beams for this, and we're going to go with the size of, let's say, 250 into 300 the size, and we're going to place beams like this. I'm going to check in the structure 3D also the beams. And the next floor also we're going to create a steel floor, and we're going to go to the next floor, structure 1, and we're going to go with the beams, and we're going to create some beams here, ISMB sections. You can just select whatever you want. So if you want a sail, suppose, I'm just going with this, and then selecting the beams here, and then go to structure, and you can check the next level here. So now if you want, we can just insert the steel truss here. For this we'll just select this medium middle ones, and if you want, you can select a double truss or a single truss. So if you want to go with a double truss type structure, you can ignore the middle one, and then just select this truss, and after that select here, from here to here, and then click on next. Just you can just define this height of this apex as 1.5 meters or 1.2 meters, and then click on finish, and this is the truss created. You can also change the type of the truss here. As you can see, this is a section. You can change the section type. Suppose we wanted to change the section type here, and we'll go to edit, and we're going to go with the circular sections of, let's say, 150 H1. So like this you can have it, and then you can go to edit, and you can select this copy option, and then copy from here to here. Like this you can do, and you can create a truss for this pan as well. For that, go to home, model, truss, and go and select here to here, and next 1.2 meters. To go with the Pratt truss here, you can just change the number of divisions. I want 3 divisions. Finish. This also section, I will just change this section to the one which you have selected. Circular hollow sections of, let's take 175, and then go to edit, then copy, so after that what you can do is you can apply the roof model, and we can apply the roof panels here. Like this you can do, or first of all you can just take the full roof panel. If you want, you can also insert the bracings. Just select the bracings here. You can rotate this with the help of right click. So for making the bracings, what you can do is you can select, go to bracings, you can select the X brace, select this, and right click to get a proper view, and then select this. So like this you are having the steel bracings here. So you can do like this, and you can validate the model if you checking if there is any error. So like this you can do. So I'm going to take the brace again, X brace. So select this and select this and double click. Like this you can do the bracings. So I'm going to apply the bracings first. This, escape. So I think this is wrongly applied, so I'll just delete this and select the bracings again, X brace, select this, and this is the point. Now you can apply on this side, this, and this. Bracings have been applied like this. If you want, you can apply for this roof panels as well, the remaining two. Single click, single click, single click. It's very easy, the process. So like this the bracings are applied, and after that the bracings are applied, you can just insert, go to model, and then the roof panels. You can insert the roof panels like this. Double click here. Like this you can apply the, okay, start from here better. Double click on the last point, click on escape, and if you want, you can, let's see, you can copy this, control and select these two, go to edit, copy from this point to this point. Let's validate and check if there is any error. Good here with the roof panels. If let's apply some slabs here, go to the structure 2, As you can see, if we can switch off to the 2D and 3D mode, or you can just go to structure 1. This one is the structure. Go to home, go to model, slabs and beams, and insert the slabs. Now you can check, this is the structure which has been created. So this is the modeling of this particular building has been done. You can apply the loadings here. Let's apply the loading, simple loadings. Let's apply. We'll just go to the structure, the basic plinth level, and in this plinth level we'll apply the wall loads. Just select head here and then go to loadings, full UDL, and then apply the local loads. You can apply any wall load which you want. I'm going for 11 on the exterior part, and 5 in the interior part. You can just apply this loadings in this series depending on the load of the walls. And if you want the video on the load of the walls, just comment below. I'll just send you the link how to calculate this. And then the next structure, I'm applying the load of the walls here. This time let me apply the load of 5 kilonewton per meter on every beams. Basically this load depends on how is the wall. So as I told, this is calculated using the unit weight into height into thickness. So how to do that, if you want, I can make a video on that. Just have to drop a message in the comment section. And let's apply the live loads here, imposed loads, and then best is the level load option of 2 kilonewton per meter square. The structure 3D, just turn on the imposed loads and it'll just take this. Then you can apply the dead load and the roof imposed loads. For that you can go to load cases and you can add load case, or just go to imposed and add a load case here. This will be your roof imposed, and then the name you can change to roof imposed, and then OK. And then let's apply a dead load for the roof if you want. So the dead load will take as your slab load or area load, better. And I will have the option of along element, or you have this option of projected. So both options you are having. You can apply as per your particular code here. So I'll be applying the dead load of 0.5. This will be applied along the element, and I'll apply imposed load, roof imposed load of area 2 kilonewton per meter square, and this I want as projected. So you can take the as per codes, these loadings. And after I do that, I'll just validate the model and I'll run through the loadings part. Loading, first of all, the seismic loads I want to apply. All these values you can just take in automatically, the height and all. Just have to define the plinth level here, because below the plinth level the seismic is ignored. I'm defining the plinth level as the texture base. I have already told. Zone you have to define as per the zone in the region. The importance factor is 1 for your residential buildings, and there is different. You can just check the IS 875 part 2 or the relevant imposed load code of your country for this importance factor. Sorry, not IS. You can check the IS 1893 for the for if you're designing by Indian codes, or else you can go check with the code of the earthquake code of the seismic code of the country in which you are designing the building. Then I'll use model response spectrum analysis, and type of building is reinforced concrete moment resisting frames, and this type will be moment frame systems. And then next, and then just select all this weights here, and next, and then finish. So after this is done, it will generate some load combinations. Go to operating and generate some load combinations here. Go to next and then finish. After this is done, I'll just go to combinations and generate some load combinations. Just click on generate here and then next, and then I'll select this all limit state combinations here, and then next and finish, and then click on OK. And after that you simply go to design and then design all static, So as you can see, the building has been designed, and after this design you can simply go and design the remaining parts as well, and you can also check out the results of it. So if the particular part is not designed, you can just select that particular part and then design selection. So you can also check out the results of it, this particular thing. You can go to this particular option of your report and you can generate the report. Let's say the material listing of this, and then show report. You'll have the material listing of the various size materials which has been used here, and you can also go and like see the other things as well. Like we'll go to the structure 3D and we'll check the structures. You'll have this results view. The results view, you can just turn on any load combination or loads. Let's for the imposed loads, let's check. And if you want to see for the combination, you want just to select this and see for any combination you want. Turn on the deflection, and this deflection, you can just see the deflections here. And if you just see the forces, you can also turn off the deflection now and see the forces here and the results, and then you can just see the different forces. Just turn on this results and see the axial forces and measure this shear forces, and then the main moments. You can see all this results here using this. So there is a lot to it. If you want any videos on any particular topic, you can comment below, so we'll make videos on that, and we hope to see you in the upcoming videos. Bye bye. So take care of yourself and your family. Bye.